EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Here we go, let's go. Look the hot. Hey.
First carry now for Alvin Kamara. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and 6. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
You're fine. No.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now a give up the middle.
Anna, go.
2, maybe 3 on that carry. Daniil Hunter.
No.
With the stop.
No, what?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Watson. The throw to the right flat. It is caught. Finding room at midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
On the quick, right? Look the hot, look the hot. White, Tony. Hey!
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 2nd down, Stroud. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Stroud to throw here on first down. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line.
Set to go now on first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Denzel Ward in there defensively to knock it away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now, Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be second and goal.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. This caught, and he nearly takes it in, but they're going to say he's short of the goal line, so now it is fourth and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Houston. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans move out on top, 14-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Play action. Watson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. It is Aziz Al-Shire with the stop. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. Now fair catch, he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's caught left side by Pitts. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's third down and a few inches. Here's a design run. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He has it. They keep the drive alive here on third and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On play action, Stroud. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On first down, it's Stroud. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
All right. Texas. Hey, south.
In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On first down, Watson. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
To throw on second down is Watson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. We'll talk things over before third down. Throwing again is Watson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. To return, it is Turpin. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
Look the hot.
From the gun, here's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this will be incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
Oh, Eric. Hey, uno more. 11.
They send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw is Watson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Watson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now it's Watson. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He's going to air this one out. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Now 1st down throw for Watson. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A huge play just before the half. 56 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those 2 things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Christian Harris there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Off play action, here's Watson. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points because so far this has been a struggle. They just cannot get anything going through the air. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man go. And he will go all the busted. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Well, in this case, there's no pictures on a box score because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set.
Now a handoff, running right. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
From their own territory, what a play on 4th down. Pickup of 46 yards. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Watson. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Robbie. Robbie.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
We'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Look the hot.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A second down throw for Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So we are at the end of the third quarter of play. Here's 1st and 10.
Why Tony? Oh, ready? Hey, uno.
Throwing is Stroud. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Off the RPO, it's caught by St. Brown.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On second down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Stroud to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Here we go, let's go.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Uno.
In motion now, it's Collins. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Down.
Texans. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Watson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On second down, here's Watson. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft, but I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
Uno more. Ah, what's that? 11. Hey!
In motion now, it's Collins.
19 Texans. Hey!
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Big strides. Look at him go. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. So that's his second touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans add on to their already sizable lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Watson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He's going to take a shot down the field. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Again, it's Watson. He'll go right and find his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note.
But just score already. Like, I feel bad that you got your
getting a little
assholes like this.
To the air again, Watson.
Oh my God, score, dude. Alright, I'll just, here, I'll make it easy.
Did a good job
Like,
just
really
covering
easy
up everything
but
for the most part, so once this ball
really
was caught,
easy for you.
really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing again is Watson. Hit as he
Dude,
throws,
are you
and
serious?
it's
You can get
incomplete.
anyway.
Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Watson to throw again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. He's still on his feet. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Reset.
Out of the gun, Watson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Here's Watson now on second down. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns cut into the lead a little bit. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the Texans. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.